以逛。很漂亮的，而且这个把手真的是缩小的吧？对，有点不舒服。它一个小是多少公尺？那我在旁边我就说了，我这边就说了。跟我这边的我也会说，我那边我这是 faculty。是吧？
但是他们那个时候博士毕业的，穿的是这个衣服。
对对对，老一辈。
还有在此那边。
Oh, so she has this reddish.
Yeah, she has a reddish stripes on the hand.
Yeah, so only a few of them have.
Curtis Chun, Siryant Alamir, Natasha Hurt, Vin Phuc Le, Jade Kulealoha Ishii.
In the Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, Master of Engineering in Computer Science and Molecular Biology,
Clinton Reed, In Him Lee, Shulamite Eve Lim, Chelsea Medina.
in the Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, Master of Engineering in Computer Science, Economics, and Data Science. Dina Atia.
Shaylee Patel,
In the Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, Master of Engineering in Electrical Engineering and Computer Science.
So He
Hi, folks. I'm going to ask you guys to take a seat.
Will
Just walking
Sharp.
around with some people in wheelchairs, okay?
Taxi.
Joshua Chukwuebuka Ani, Margaret Suji Indiana Smith, Ria Aurora, John Allen Stark, Nitya Atahuri, Albertine Van Mark, Grace Tsai. Daniel C. Vaughn.
In the Department of Chemical Engineering, Master of Science in Chemical Engineering Practice.
Bharat Kumar Bhaskaran, Margaret X. Wong, Chinmay Shripad Gango, Colin R. Warner, Sydney Johnson, Megan Wei, Justin Casco, Anna Jiayi Wong, Joel Lau, Catherine Chiang, Alexander H. Liu, Catherine Yang Shu, Ke Chi Liu, Ming Ying Yang, Ziwen Ma, Yilin Yang, Sima Kaur Matehua, Ray Yao, Kaylee McCormack, Brandon W. Ure, Anthony Peaky, Azrin Zaman, Thomas Koizumi Porter, Marcos Ruben Zarate Camara, Farah Ramadan, Anne John, Theodore Riado, Yiming Zhang, Caitlin Marie Ripley, Sophia G, Yash Samantare, Howard Zong, Gabriel Sanchez Velasquez.
In the Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering and Computer Science.
Aziza Al-Manakli, Abigail Tausig, Mila Gross, Caleb Watson, Tanner Andrulis, Jing-Ying Yo, Daniel Ayana.
In the Department of Biological Engineering, Master of Engineering in Biomedical Engineering.
Karina Jane Groff,
Hen Azuz.
Atharv Oak, William Banner.
In the Department of Nuclear Science and Engineering, Master of Science in Nuclear Science and Engineering.
I can see it in your eyes that you are restless. The time has come for you to leave. It's so hard to let you go, but in this life I know you have to be who you were made to be. As you step out on the road, I'll say a prayer so that in my heart you always will be there. This is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again, so let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're home again. The stirring in your soul has left you wondering, should you stay or turn around? Well, just remember that your dreams, they are a promise, that you were made to change the world. So don't let fear stop you now, 'cause this is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again, so let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye.
There is Bouvet and then Hamite, myself here. I'm in MIT t-shirt. Hamite here, next to me on the left. Right, so everybody around us is all packed up in the hall.
Kamera. Niflet kunu Mehmet abi.
sudah gawin na ito na siya.
Kayo ito ganda mo matanditagan.
Salig ya, menurut
No, sorry.
Look for it.
Yeah, man, I'm good looking.
faculty, staff. Welcome, MBA Class of 2023. And of course, a very special and warm welcome to your friends and family who have traveled from around the world to help us to celebrate today. Today, you assemble as a group for the very last time. I invite you to reflect on how these 2 years at MIT Sloan have transformed each of you in different ways, preparing you for the inevitable challenges of principled and innovative leadership. Today is also an opportunity for us to look forward and envision the tremendous positive impact that you seem destined to have on our world. Members of the class of 2023, you will each, in your own way, be called on professionally and personally to improve your organizations, your communities, and our world. The relationships that you formed with each other and with the larger MIT and Sloan communities, will support you in these endeavors for the rest of your lives. I am so proud of all of you. I'm really excited to see what the future holds for you. It has been a privilege to have you here in our community these last 2 years. To begin our ceremony, I have the honor of introducing David Schmidtlein, the John C. Head III Dean of the MIT Sloan School of Management.
Maura, thank you so much. And thank you for being such an amazing, principled, innovative leader for our MBA program as well. I hope we can recognize Maura and her staff for Welcome, graduates, families, and friends. Special thanks to faculty and staff who've been so dedicated to this program and to its students, taking it to higher and higher heights of excellence, positive, transformative impact, as Maura said. Members of the MBA and LGO class of 2023, congratulations, you should indeed be proud. This time of year is called both graduation and commencement. Graduation, of course, looks backward, and commencement looks forward. And I'd like to say just a few words in each direction, if you will. Certainly, to start by looking back on your time at the MIT Sloan School, as Maura suggested, this has not only been a time to add to the extraordinary set of skills that you as graduates today brought with you to MIT, to the Sloan School. It has done that, and your future is bright. But if that's all that we did, it really isn't enough, and it sells your future short, because it is intended to be a transformative experience. And I know, by knowing not all of you, but more than a few of you, that it has achieved that purpose. And it is for that especially that I'm proud of. Because the path to that kind of growth, to that kind of change, isn't easy, it isn't straight, and it isn't painless. But you showed resilience. You stayed positive. And maybe most important, you stayed together. Now, it's not easy to make 400 plus new friends in 2 years. So many of you know how challenging that is because you did just that. It's not easy to come back to school. Wait, to come to MIT as back at school, to do a deep dive in economics and probability and statistics and so on, and to impress an incredible world-class family. But you did exactly that. And I know that you did it because the faculty said so. You should be proud. Further, it's not easy to get out of your comfort zone and to pursue new kinds of activities to develop yourself as a team member, as a leader, serving just as examples as members of the Sloan Senate, or leadership with the over 60 clubs that we have on campus at the Sloan School, or core fellows, or mentors, or people who are working to create new experiences for your peers and to serve as representatives and leaders for the causes that you care so deeply about. For all of this and more, this is a great day to celebrate and to be proud, and I hope that you hear. Exactly right, or the diplomas don't count. So this is the beginning of the moment that about 400 of you have been waiting for. I declare that the faculty of the MIT Sloan School of Management are convened together with this assembly and pursuant to the vote of the MIT Corporation for the conferring of master's degrees. We are proud to announce MIT's newest scholars who will join the ranks of MIT alumni worldwide. With your graduation today, the faculty of this institution recognize the achievement of our advanced degree candidates, and we welcome you as peers. Diplomas will now be presented.
We will now call the graduates to the stage. Family and friends are kindly requested to remain in your seats. Representing the MIT Sloan School of Management, David C. Schmidtlein, John C. Head III, Dean and Professor of Marketing. Presenting the Senate co-presidents and student graduation speaker,
Amber Gonzalez Vargas. Karim Saif.
presenting the Amazon and Atlantic cohort.
Pran Kanchana Pimoku. Emil Kirov. Kina Liu. Gianpaolo Luciano Rivera. Fawaz bin Sultan Al Saud. Melissa Amin. Jude Fahad Al Mehbad. Sumaya Al Zaman. Roshni Amin. Daniel Ayana. Ece Aytun. John Barstow. Swati Anand Bhatt. Juan
Well, she doesn't really need it, but I'm going to hype her for a minute here before I let her come up. Gari's lived, learned, and worked on 3 continents already in her life. She completed her undergraduate studies in economics at Tufts University, where no one who knows her is going to be surprised at all to learn that she was student body president. Gari worked at JP Morgan Private Bank prior to joining MIT Sloan. At Sloan, she has shown working tirelessly in service to our community in so many different capacities. Most notably, she was co-president of the Management Consulting Club, co-chair of the Senate DEI Committee, and one of 2 voting student representatives on the MBA Program Governance Committee. Gari was awarded the McGowan Fellowship for Academic Achievement, Leadership, and Community Engagement during her 2nd year. And she's just a really nice and fun person. After graduation, Gari will join Bain and Company, but before she does that, she has a few words to share.
Thank you, Maura. Dean Schmidtline, Maura, Sloan faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the very best class that Sloan has ever seen. Class of 2023, in the infamous words of Elle Woods, you know I had to, sorry, we did it. No more Sloan time, no more panic writing sessions because you forgot about that paper that was due when you went skiing for the weekend. No more pretending that seas are actually oceans. Caribbeans, I love you so much. But we are going to have to stop saying we are part of the Caribbean Ocean after today. To our family and friends, I know, business school sounds really hard. But with a very heavy heart, we did take a break from the British Virgin Islands to be here with you today. Although we did talk about an on-boat graduation at one point. But class of 2023, let's be honest, you are only here because you have to be. You've already gotten your diploma, and I am quite literally the only thing standing between you and a drink in your hand. So, I have to say something that will capture your attention. But what you and the Sloan faculty know that your family and friends do not is that I am also a huge teacher's pet. So, instead of thinking of something creative, I thought I would make the communications faculty happy and copy Arthy. So, in the wisdom of our incredible lost lecture speaker, I will be making 3 key points. And actually, now that I am officially a principled innovative leader, I feel an obligation to tell you the truth. So, I would actually like to make 3 confessions. My first confession. I was never the person who was supposed to be standing up here in front of you today. And after seeing me DJ at La Fabrica for the first and last time, I promise, you probably agree. But other than being your one-time La Fabrica DJ, I also hold a few other identities. The daughter of a father who moved to this country at 38 years old and worked the overnight shift at a petrol station to give his children a better life. The young woman who was told she was taking up way too much room with her ambition. The 26-year-old who ugly cried when she got a phone call from a 617 number that said she had gotten into MIT Sloan. A multifaceted woman of color who is still trying to figure out how she gets to live out this dream and stand up here in front of you. But that is the beauty of the place that we have called home for the last 2 years. The beauty of the MIT Sloan School of Management. Many of you also never thought that you would be in this room. It was not on your 5-year plan or on that vision board you put together to manifest the next promotion. It wasn't there because it seemed like such a crazy idea. Something that was so far out of reach. And some of you are still wondering if that diploma really does have your name on it. I promise you it does. It's yours, you deserve it. Congratulations. There are people that might turn around and say that we do not believe in ourselves because we we could not envision getting here. But that's really not it. That's not what sets Sloanies apart. Sloanies are different, not because we do not believe in ourselves. I have been in classrooms with all of you, and you've got lots of conviction. But we are different because we have a healthy dose of self-doubt. You do not believe that you are the smartest or the most deserving person in the room. You do not take your assumptions to be facts, and you do not let me do that either, even when I really want to. You ground me in facts and in data, and you help me see the bigger picture. So, on to my second confession. I was completely convinced that Sloanies helping Sloanies was just a huge marketing ploy. How can a school solve for that? All Sloan knew about us was our 300-word cover letter, a 2-minute video that each of us hopes never sees the light of day again, and a 30-minute anxiety-ridden interview. But somehow Sloan did. It is commonly known amongst people who are applying to top-tier business schools, and by commonly known I mean it's all over Reddit, that Sloan admissions solves for people who lead with kindness. So, instead of going to Donald Levinson, I asked ChatGPT, of course, are students at MIT Sloan nice? And it responded with the following. While they may be focused on their academic and professional goals, MIT Sloan students are most well known for being approachable and willing to help others. So I would just like to give a shout out to whoever runs marketing at Sloan. You have infiltrated AI. Dean Schmidtline, they need a pay raise. But unfortunately, ChatGPT did not exist when we were applying to business school, and I was not believing the subreddits that I was reading. So I put down my Sloan deposit thinking that Sloanies helping Sloanies was just a kitschy slogan. And honestly, I was fairly sure that I wasn't going to be friends with any of you because only people who are really full of themselves would believe something like that. Plus, we were the first class to apply to Sloan during a pandemic, knowing full well that only uncertainty lied ahead. And I knew that I was crazy for doing that, so you had to be crazy too. But, class of 2023, you proved me wrong over and over and over. It was never through big gestures, but through daily acts of kindness. The things that you do just because it is who you are. My case partner who gave me a mock case on New Year's Eve because I was having a pre-interview panic attack. My core team member who sat on my stoop for an hour when all he really wanted to do was go to sleep because we hadn't caught up in a while. My friends who made the E62 cafeteria my second home through daily booth time. It was through these small moments that you made me believe in your kindness. That you made me believe that the best leaders are not the ones that rule with an iron fist, but the ones that lead with empathy and grace. At graduations, just as we've heard today, the phrase, if not you, then who, and if not now, then when, is sometimes said. From the health of the companies we will go on to found and run to the health of our planet, we already know that it is up to us, the graduates of the MIT Sloan School, to tackle these challenges. But that's not unique to Sloan. What is unique is how we will tackle them. When I walk into a boardroom years from today and I am faced with an ethical dilemma or a problem that seemingly has no solution, I will not first think about how my colleagues in that room would judge me for my decision. I will think of you, class of 2023. I will think of your kindness, your compassion, and your drive to change the world. I will think of the standards that you would hold me to. Because I know that with each other by our sides, we will make decisions that change the world for the better. So yes, Sloan, you made me buy into Sloanies helping Sloanies. But there is another area where I was flawed. So, onto my third and final confession. I think I am owed a significant amount of money because this MBA is not what was promised on the packaging. I thought I was supposed to come hang out for 2 years, meet a bunch of people, travel a lot, and do very little work. Emphasis on the very little work. And then I got to my first competitive strategy class. What do you mean I have to sit there terrified, waiting for Don Saul to cold call me? I can see Don right in front of me, and I think he's about to come up here and cold call me again. But it was through those readings and class discussions, the group projects and papers, that the Sloan faculty shaped the way we approach the hardest problems. In Professor Rigabone's class this past semester, between screaming about the beauty of macroeconomics and preparing for his Follies debut, he told us one of the most important things I have heard at Sloan. He told us that his job was not only to make us better managers, but much more importantly, to make us better people. That is the ethos of the Sloan faculty, and that is what sets them apart. The Sloan faculty forced us to dig deeper, to find our purpose and to change the lives of others through that purpose. So yes, Sloan faculty, I think you owe me money because you made me work for my degree. Dean Schmidtline, I would like a refund. Oh, he's already taking it out, great. But this isn't just all on them, it's on you too, class of 2023. At the end of our second week of school, my brother asked me how I was liking Sloan. And I just had one thing to say. These people ask so many questions. Through face masks and twice-a-week COVID testing, the times when we knew to recognize each other from here on up, you questioned and you kept questioning. And not just what's your fun fact questions, but real questions. Questions about my life, how I got here, who I am, who I hope to be. Just as the Sloan faculty did, you all made me put in the work. You questioned not to criticize, but to move forward. You made me think more deeply, face uncomfortable truths, and think about what I wanted my impact to be. On myself, on my peers, on Sloan, and on the world. You made me realize that coming to Sloan was not the end of my education, but the beginning of a journey of lifelong learning. So, there will be a collection basket going around at the end. Do not be shy. Your parents can also throw a few dollars in. You're all part of this mismarketed MBA experience. But as we come to the end of this experience, I have little wisdom to share with you. When I was a child, I wanted to be an astronaut, and people would tell me to dream big. And the closest I've gotten to being an astronaut is the signed photos of astronauts at the Money. So I am not the person to tell you to dream big. Plus, our loved ones, those that are here to support us today, in person, over the live stream, and in spirit, already taught us how to do that.
Thank you for those words, Gary. Every year, a group of students steps forward to collaborate with the MBA program to make this ceremony special, to select a great student speaker, and also to prepare a short visual history of their 2 years here at MIT Sloan. I'd like to recognize the MBA Graduation Student Committee for all their contributions to today's event.
ያሳለፋችሁት ጊዜ የድካማችሁ ፍሬ ይኸው ብሎ ሆኗል።